as you probably know, the people on the ground don't have necessarily the expertise of the funds to implement particular solutions. And the other thing is that people's giving these days takes the form of action quite often, and not just writing a check. And that's something that you'll see is important to the success of Betavine Social Exchange. So we're looking at the mobile and the fact that it's becoming a more ubiquitous computing device. Local groups with specific problems. Mobiles can facilitate social change, and social change is defined by action. So this was the background rationale that we went through. Came up with an idea. And this was the idea, basically. The idea was to bring together people with problems, people with solutions, and people who knew something about deployment mechanisms for getting those solutions into the local market. So we tried to keep the answer, the solution as simple as possible. I'll show you in a minute bits of the website, but we tried to keep it very simple because I think it will only be successful if people can actually understand what it's all about. So we call them problem owners. We actually call them, on the website, we call them challenges. So a local community, a local NGO or a CBO, community-based organisation, has a particular challenge, and obviously they have an idea that ICT can help, maybe the mobile phone can help. So they enter the challenge. We then bring together people who may be able to support them in finding a solution, an ICT web mobile-based solution. So they could be local universities, local developers, global developers, people willing to invest some of their time and energy in solving the particular challenge or problem. That's where the giving aspect comes in. We're certainly going to encourage all our developers to think about licensing their software with open source licenses. It's not mandatory, so I'll explain why that is in a minute. Now, having a problem and a solution, having an app on a website like Betavine, doesn't mean that that solution is actually having an impact, because until that solution is rolled out in a local market, deployed locally, then it's not impacting anyone's life. And if you can actually deploy that solution, get some folks locally to help you deploy that solution in a way that is sustainable, then it will help people over the longer term. So as three participate, with some people who know how to get these solutions deployed locally, then maybe we can grow the local mobile ecosystems in each of these markets. Maybe we could grow it in South Africa first, have a look at Kenya, Ghana, and roll it out further afield. The reason we're planning to run the pilot in South Africa is because Vodacom, which is part of the Vodafone group, have shown a great deal of interest in the project and are sponsoring the project. And as you probably know, there's a big need in South Africa. There's a large number of NGOs in South Africa. So it is a good place to run the pilot.